Fire, fire, fire.
Ah, Lord. She's a racist? Oh, gosh, not my favorite VTuber. My favorite VTuber would never say slurs.
Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the latest round of harassment that the VTuber Ironmouse is facing. Okay. Now, this is one of the posts that has the related comments going after her. It seems very innocuous if you're a normal human being. It's simply an announcement regarding an Ironmouse in Fortnite collab. But unfortunately for her, this has awakened the Twitter freaks, and they are going crazy in the replies and quotes.
Yeah, because they're jealous. Like, that's kind of what happens when you do, like, a collab with a really big company in general.
Accusing her of all kinds of heinous and slanderous things, calling her a racist, also saying she's faking her illness, and even accusing her of legitimate crimes. Here's just a small little tidbit of what you should expect. People saying that she is worse than Epstein.
I'm thinking a pink VTuber is miles and above better than some pedo, but okay. Yeah. Yes. I don't know. I'm a little bit lost on this in the sauce for this one.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is a round of Ironmouse derangement syndrome because unfortunately,
I think they're all children. Like when people bring up like Diddy or Epstein unironically and say things like, "Oh, you're worse than Diddy or worse than Epstein," I automatically think you're probably under 18.
People can't come across someone they find annoying or don't like in terms of content creation. No, they have to go the extra level to engage on any post about them and say absolutely heinous and deranged things. Now, when you go to the post itself, obviously a lot of people are celebrating, but you also have a lot of people freaking out. Now, you have to understand something very interesting. This is the Fortnite community, so a lot of children. So they're not just Twitter freaks, they have that as well. And not only do they just kind of spurg out and say crazy, heinous things, they also have a very hard time communicating and sharing their thoughts. They have to speak with pictures, basically.
Yeah, because they're stupid and low IQ. Yeah, like being articulate on Twitter, I mean, it's not a fucking sign that you're intelligent, but like at least you can put sentences together. Diddy blood, Diddy blood.
Respond with memes, because otherwise they don't know what to say. You can see a lot of posts like this saying, "Who is that?" Because according to the internet, I guess, if this random user has not heard of someone like Ironmouse, then clearly they're not very important. It's very narcissistic and weird. Like, again, if you don't want a related collab item with Ironmouse, then just ignore the post. But they have to share their thoughts. They're that impulsive.
They're chronically online or children or both.
Here's another one just, well, going mask off, saying, "When you genuinely trying to hate, but all the comments are positive." Oh,
retarded logic. You only hate people when like other people hate them? What? You're such a pussy. Why do you need validation from other people to hate someone?
Shucks. It's too bad Ironmouse is not being harassed more for simply collabing with Fortnite. And then there's deranged stuff like this saying 2 down, 2 more to go with 5 nights in Tel Aviv. Yeah, somehow this is roping in Israel. Because,
Jews! Well, the Jews! The Jews made VTubers!
Hassan viewers like this probably think everything goes back to that. And then you look at the accounts of people making this. This is their bio. What in the...
Oh my god, they said it! The Said It Again award! I literally called it Diddy Blood, Diddy Blood, Diddy Blood!
Diddy Blood doing on the calculator 6-7.
I told you!
I think I just got brain damage reading this bio. You also see people saying, "We don't want AI girls, F off at Fortnite." Oh, once again, calling a VTuber AI because they can't wrap their minds around the fact that these are real human beings behind VTuber models, but they're also virtue signaling about AI, which I got bad news for you. You might want to hold my hand as I tell you this. Fortnite uses AI. It's not even a secret. Epic is very open about this stuff. In fact,
yeah, I was about to say, Fortnite literally loves the AI, but you still consume it. That's what I mean by this performative bullshit. It's the same with people that like cry about Blizzard using AI, and then they still love Blizzard and just love gargling their cock and paying them $15 a month and then paying for pets and mounts and shit. Like, I'm okay. I'm fine with it. Like, I'll criticize AI. I'll still consume AI content, like, without even knowing it. Very likely without my car probably has AI in it, right? The one, the Siri that talks to you, that's fucking AI. Like, what?
This whole collab, there is one legitimate criticism you could raise, because as users point out here, wasn't Iron Mouse virtue signaling some months ago over NTE using AI, but is now collabing with Fortnite? And that is very true. She dropped her Neverness to Everness sponsorship because she believes she was deceived about the presence of AI in this game, and her claims—
Yeah, and that's actually completely fine of a criticism. But it is also hypocritical to work with a company that uses AI openly. I think criticizing someone for saying one thing and then doing another, but then calling her a pedo, like, keyword deceived? Yeah, but Fortnite is open about it, so then if you stand an anti-AI, you should also not you should not be collabing with Fortnite. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying?
About what the devs were saying or not saying about AI and how she felt deceived is something that a lot of people criticize, because it seems like it was very public information that they were using generative AI. It was something they publicly announced long before the sponsorship, and that whole situation was a mess. And then people started looking at other games and companies she has worked with, either streaming their games or being directly sponsored, where they use AI, and she had no problem with it until NTE used generative AI, which seems like a very 2026 kind of conversation. But when it comes to Fortnite, it's very clear that Epic uses AI. In fact, they have—
So did Baldur's Gate. They used concept art generated through AI. This video shitting on Iron Mouse? No, it's not. They're defending him from the fucking freaks that call her a pedo. I mean, you're allowed to criticize someone and still defend them. Chat, like, come on. Don't be like, don't be like crazy. Again, I like Iron Mouse. She's done nothing wrong. Like, I've disagreed with her on some of the things that she's said or done, or people that she's talked to. Like, I'm not gonna hate on her for that. That's weird.
Confirmed that they use generative AI to help create concept art and designs.
Maybe she changed her mind. I don't know what's going through her head. I don't fucking know.
For new skins.
Disagree doesn't mean
and all you
dislike.
gotta do is go to Fortnite's website, and they immediately promote some of their AI-powered tools where you can create NPCs and entire conversation logs using generative AI. So that is a legitimate form of criticism, but a lot of it is being ignored in that case, because instead people are basically casting Iron Mouse as the worst human being ever. And also when it comes to collabs, you can see there was the burnt peanut
Chud peanut
collab with Fortnite. We covered that on the channel before, where people were freaking out because they claimed he was a bigot, and that Fortnite had completely sold their soul, and that they were never going to play that game again. Of course, everyone kept playing Fortnite. It was just virtue signaling online. But you can see people saying— I've already seen people saying this is worse.
I'm telling you, it just— this is kind of why I don't really want to get quote-unquote big, like huge. It's such a headache dealing with these fucking hypocritical— you can't read comments, you can't like look at stuff, you have to stay in your own bubble, because the mental damage you get from these hypocritical morons and freaks that hate you no matter what you do. Like, Iron Mouse has donated thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars to charity. Like, and it doesn't matter. She's like fucking Hitler to these people.
Worse than the chud peanut. How? And some people confirmed, in quotes, because they're losers or they hate women, end quote. No, her music is effing buns, and I'd rather spray my—
If you blow your head schmoove off because of someone's music or a video game or because of someone's opinion, that's genuinely just a skill issue, and I don't know. I'm not saying you should, but like, at the end of the day, I think that's a skill issue. Okay, her music's fucking buns. If you stop there, her music's fucking buns, I'd be like, okay, that's fine. Everybody's fucking music taste is subjective. I just said Drake sucks. I'm sure there's people that think his music's awesome. I don't care. That's just my opinion. But I'm not gonna blow my head off just because I don't like his music, for example. I know. Isn't it mind-blowing you can have an opinion retarded fucking rhetoric?
My brain's on the ceiling, then listen to that. What an odd response to music you don't like. There's literally infinite music out there. I'm sure there's tons you don't like, but it doesn't warrant a response like this. And also, yeah, I think it goes a little beyond just the music when you start looking around and seeing replies like this, saying, OMG, why is that obese crybaby see you next Tuesday out of anyone on Earth? She's like,
see you next Tuesday? Wait, that's good. I haven't heard that in a long time. I think the last time I heard that was from like an old woman that I worked with. She didn't like to cuss, but she wanted to cuss people out sometimes.
Shit worse than Epstein
old.
and Diddy combined.
Oh, you're worse than two pedos? Crazy.
These people they're not well mentally, to say the least, okay? They have created such a caricature of a random VTuber to the point where they think she is more evil than these actual predators and traffickers. I mean, this is the internet in 2026.
I think children have co-opted the word Epstein, Diddy, and pedo to the point where they're like actually kind of losing the meaning of the word. I feel kind of stupid when I call people predators, like actual predators, because like people have overused the word at this point. It's like kind of like Nazi. It's just like, oh, you're a Nazi. It doesn't mean anything anymore. You've lost the meaning of the word.
In a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen, this prompted other users seeing these sorts of venomous responses to simply ask, why are people so mad at her? Like, what is the actual thing she's done that's so horrible that makes people think she is this terrible, awful person? Don't worry, people are in the replies providing proof. And when I say proof, I mean just their headcanon, and when pressed on providing proof, they basically just run away. Here's one example saying, wasn't it revealed she was like racist? I recall there was at least some race.
Me when I fucking vague post. What is that profile picture? Is that an obese? Is that an obese succubus? What the fuck are we doing? Gluttonous. This is a fat LARPer. Holy shit.
Racist reactions from other streamers were involved. They're referring to a situation where she was at the Streamer Awards and she was on her iPad doing a virtual interview, and people like Rakai came up to her and were being very annoying and asking very annoying questions. And yes, I think her reaction was a little over the top. She acted like she was, harassed to a crazy degree.
It wasn't fucking racist, though. Like, what?
But I still think it was a very weird interaction in the first place, and I understand why she wouldn't want to do stuff like that anymore, continue to interact with people like that, but that didn't make her racist. People thought because the streamers she was interacting with and had bad experience with were black, that means she must be racist. And of course, they're trying to imply that here, and someone says, you're going to provide the link to your source. And they say, look, I heard it from someone. You have Google too. Yeah, there were
some fucking vendors defending them. Okay, maybe they thought, oh, she was overreacting. But someone called her a quote, I quote, a white racist bitch. And then when someone replied to her, I wish I could pull it up because I remember seeing it so distinctly, and it went like a little bit viral because it was like a bunch of replies to it. They called her a stupid racist white bitch, and the replies were all like, she's Puerto Rican, she's not even white. And they were like, well, she's still racist and a white bitch. And it's like, what? Like, you're just doubling down?
Diabolical thing you can do to individuals like this is ask them a very simple question.
Like, what does that even got to do with anything?
Do you have proof for what you're claiming?
No.
And they never provide it. In fact, they put it on you.
And you know what's funny? With Grok, you can literally just at Grok and be like, wasn't this Iron Mouse person racist? And usually 9 times out of 10, it actually gives you a pretty accurate read on, like, rumors or, like, you know, actual news facts and shit. There's, like, actually, unironically, no excuse. You don't even have to open a new tab to, like, quote-unquote Google something. Harded at this point to, like, say that shit now. Oh, just go Google it. Okay, bitch.
They make the baseless allegation, and then they say, you got Google, find out the truth. It's absolutely insane. Here's another one claiming that Iron Mouse faked having an illness. So she has an immune disorder that has bedridden her for, I think, her entire life.
What?
And people have constantly come after her for that, claiming that she's faking it. Of course, they have no proof. And when asked for proof, they say, yeah, the proof is Iron Mouse hasn't done a face reveal or show.
So she should dox herself so she can prove to some fucking stupid reason that she has an illness. You heard it here first. Even if she did a face reveal, some illnesses aren't visible. She could look like a completely normal person. Like, disabilities can be just, like, below the skin. They don't have to be, like, openly, like, oh, you have sores on your face, or, like, I don't know, you're, like, mega skinny or mega fat. Like, you're such a fucking weird little freak, man.
Any medical documents or have any third party verify anything. If you're going
third party verified. Oh, but then if they prove with the third party that she actually has an illness, if she has an illness with the third party, they're gonna say that the third party was bought off. You can't make these people happy. They're fucking
to farm sympathy, then you should provide some evidence of having it. Yeah, heaven forbid, Iron Mouse would have a disease that leaves her bedridden, and she has to prove it by showing random users like this a picture of her face and her medical documents to confirm what she's doing. Also, she is not farming sympathy. She just has the condition, right? And she's honest about it because it affects how she produces content. She's very limited in terms of getting out and doing a lot of the
or sometimes she can't stream. Like I follow her on Twitter. Like sometimes she posts and says, guys, I'm having a very not pleasant medical flare up, I can't do anything. Like that's how it works. When you have a debilitating disease, sometimes it flares and you can't do it. She even streams when she's zooted out. Yeah, because she's not feeling pain, so she might as well, right? Like, that's the logic. But, like, sometimes when you have an illness like that, or akin to something like it, sometimes you just can't stream.
Labs that her other friends and streamers do, especially IRL stuff, because she just can't, right? She's not trying to milk it for money. In fact, she's doing kind of the opposite. She's using attention on her illness to raise money for the IDF, which people, of course, at the time mistook for the Israeli defense.
Chad, I donated to the IDF. Not that IDF. The Immune Deficiency Foundation. Yeah, like, I did that too, so that means I'm a Mossad agent or something.
Force, and then they try to cancel her for being a Zionist, but I digress. Ladies and gentlemen, let's look at another set of claims here. I just hate VTubers, specifically because 90% of them get all their money off of right-wing predators.
I think you can be apolitical or you can be left-leaning and still really like VTubers. I don't think it matters. It's a very, I don't know, inclusive hobby watching VTubers, because like there's VTubers out there that do talk about politics or, you know, drama and stuff, and there's also ones that don't talk about that shit. Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy? I know. Huh.
Wow, that's insane. An insane thing to say, and of course, name one and show proof.
No.
And what's that other poster?
Does it matter, man? Yeah, it kind of matters when you call people pedophiles. Yeah, I know. This is probably a child. Again, probably a child.
Response? Does it even matter, man?
Yeah.
I'm making
these people don't get beat enough. I swear, they do not. How can you be like, I'm gonna call someone a pedo, and then be like, okay, so how about you prove it then? Oh, well, it doesn't matter that I called them a pedo. If someone called me a pedo in public, I'd be throwing hands. I'd be like, what the fuck do you mean?
Outrageous claim and you ask for proof. Does that even matter? Does it even matter if I have proof? Yes, it does matter. And they say, one, no matter who I say, you'll disagree. Okay, well, take a shot at it. Try to find out. If there's so many examples, just give one and see if any of them stick. Number two, it ain't really that deep. Like, I don't care about justifying my hate for VTubers. I just don't like them. It isn't.
I couldn't imagine hating something so much and spending all of my time hating on it. Like, I get hating on something and, like, talking about it occasionally and expressing your opinion, but, like, this person is... Why waste your time?
That effing
get a
deep.
job.
Apparently
I don't know,
it is
get
that
a hobby.
deep because you're going on post
play a video
to
game.
express multiple times how much you hate VTubers and also how you think there's some sort of predator network among 90% of them. Yes, it is that deep to you. That's a very deep accusation, and you can't even provide a single example to back up your claim that 90% of VTubers are engaging in this behavior. Then we get into the even more
90%
outrageous, slanderous claims where this person says she grooms minors, racist, fakes her illness, want me to keep going. And this person asks for proof. And they say proof is my pinned tweet, except the racist part.
We need a nuke, man. We need to nuke ourselves. I would take the L, man.
People are saying she is racist for what she did at the Content Awards in 2025. So if you want to see how deranged these people are, this is the pinned tweet, and it is a full-on schizo board. And honestly, it's been a long time coming until one of these people gets sued, because this is an entire thread with zero proof, zero evidence, accusing her of literal crimes. And one of the justifications is they believe Iron Mouse needs to lock her
Corrupt Mouse. This is some fucking schizo shit. This is so schizo.
account behind 18 plus. Otherwise, she is being inappropriate with children. That is their claim.
Okay.
Completely baseless and slanderous. But that is their claim. But you look at the account and it just makes so much sense, right? Iron Mouse, number one.
I don't. So fucking. That's so fucking funny.
Hater.
What?
Seek help. You could be doing anything with your time other than this, other than going and making threads and constantly replying to people,
AI.
slandering a VTuber. You could be doing literally anything else. Like, good job. I don't know what else to say. And again, it's about time one of these people find out legally that you can't do this. You can't do this.
This person probably like cleans their window and then licks the window cleaner off the window before it's dry. Yeah, this is the type of people that do this shit.
And be so persistent about it. Like, it's just absolutely insane that this is the point we're at. But here's one of the neutral responses to the situation, where this user says, I'm more neutral. Do I think Iron Mouse is a bad person? Nope. But is she a sweet person? I don't think so.
Okay.
Is she playing as her character? Is she the real deal?
Okay.
I don't know, whatever that means.
Wow.
I don't think she has a condition like she said.
Okay.
It's like, do I care if she die? No.
This must be a child. The way this like types and the grammar and the random capitalization must be a kid.
These people are insane. Literally wanting someone to pass away and having no care about it, and also making claims about her not having the condition she says.
I mean, I would say like saying that you should die is like 100 times worse, but like saying you don't care is so weird. Okay. I've said this before about people that I don't like. I would care if Hassan died. I'd be like, damn, that fucking, I don't want someone to get hurt because I disagree with them. I will be that person. I don't think Iron Mouse is comparable to fucking Hassan, but like, you get my point though?
With no proof. And this is supposed to be the neutral position from these Twitter freaks. Absolutely deranged stuff, but then again, what do you expect at this point? It's sad, but it is to be expected. But yeah, that's the latest Iron Mouse situation. It seems like every couple of months, something happens. She breathes in the wrong direction, and it brings all of the worst people out of the woodwork.
Akagi's art! Oh, it makes me so happy seeing that, dude. Oh, that's my artist. The artist that made my model. I'm so proud of him. He's so cool.
To go after her and harass her and act like total lunatics while masquerading as the normal and good people. And again, the amount of slander she deals with is absolutely crazy.
It's part of the territory,
when it comes to this collab, the only legitimate criticism is in that realm of AI and her past statements towards NTE.
Yeah,
but
sure.
None of these people have the ability to actually form any sort of an argument based on that. Instead, they just call her a bunch of buzzwords and they make crazy accusations against her. It's yeah, Twitter moment. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please consider giving the video a like. Consider subscribing and turning on notifications for daily uploads, as well as multiple streams every week live here on YouTube. But overall, hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you next time.
All right. I guess Iron Mouse is Hitler. What's next? Oh my god. How fucking insane, man. Now go check them out.